Every year, there are like hundreds of people that are killed via bare hands, and which is why I'm such an advocate of them revamping the police academies and giving officers greater combative skills, self-defense, martial arts, defensive tactics, whatever term you want to use, but giving cops greater physical ability and then holding them to a certain standard. Because I think there's a good degree of that responsibility that falls on the individual officer. And I'm not absolving the citizen for their responsibility to not try to fight and resist an officer. I'm not. But if an officer has a low amount of skills and he gets into a physical altercation with the suspect, he's physically unfit, he can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, the likelihood that he'll go to deadly force, a higher level of force, increases dramatically. So I think that a lot of agencies, they typically think that, it's going to cost too much money, and or we don't want to be looking like we're teaching these officers how to fight or whatever. But yet you're dealing with the criminal element. You're dealing with people who are out there committing crimes. You get to the point to where you have to use force. In most situations, it's because you have an uncooperative suspect. So give the officer a greater ability to subdue the suspect or the citizen and take them into custody without having to escalate to deadly force. Make a standard. I'm not sure if I want to go with the national standard, especially with the way our current government is, but have a standard in each state where an officer has to maintain a certain level of physical fitness, like mandatory, in order to keep their job. Or if you can't make it mandatory, put a lot of incentive behind it. Promotion points, maybe time off, maybe gifts from, from some of the local restaurants. I'm just throwing things out there.
Yeah.
But if you increase the ability of the officer, you can stave off a lot of that nonsense.